We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Alert 3. Shit.
They'll try the left side. Branch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 37-yard line.
Go. 280. Sunday. Check 3. Red 5-2, come here. Hey, seam 6. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Check 26. Check 13.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
We got to step it up. Gun. 57. Mike, 57. Here we go. Going to 54. 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd down, Branch. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
And an Eagle first down.
Go. 120. 54 Mike. Stand. Watch the twist. Jam. 36. Check 3. Check. Kill. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
We're going to 53. We're going to 54.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, we're going to 54. Going to 54.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles 17.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Watch QB drop. Then we're going to 53. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
No gain on the play.
Marr able to put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
At the 35-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 24. Check 24. 55. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
They'll run it now. Out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On third down, Branch. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Wentz now to throw. And he connects with Ertz. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a give, right side. Branch, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
54. Mike 54. Here we go. Shift.
They'll try the left side. Branch. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D.
Prescott from the gun. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew them off sides.
Under. Wide motion. 57. Mike, 57. We own them. We own them.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Mike. Watch the out. Watch the out. 47. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. We're going to 54. Why? Watch the pass.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Kenny Young in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
Coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 3rd and long for Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A first down carry by Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. We're going to 52.
Prescott to throw it. And this is caught. It's Cooper. A first down there on a pickup of 25. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Marr on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
You draw portrait.
Check 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. He's coming. Double up.
Go.
He's coming. Double up.
82. Hey, wahoo. What's that?
Working from the gun, Wentz. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here we go. Check Floyd in.
Check Mike 39.
On deck, pump. 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Kenny Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
55
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Wentz now on 1st down. It's brought in by Jeffrey. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
He'll hit Jackson complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Switch. Check 43.
They'll keep it on the ground. Branch, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Wentz now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And a quick throw here that's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go. 120.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Sanders. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
55. Right there. Pilot, 64. Weak.
They'll keep it on the ground. Branch. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check 9, check 9.
They go to Elliott again. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's not going to get me.
57's the mic. Rock 57.
Hey, check.
Hey, 47.
57.
26.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make it.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Come on, come on. Man 5-7. Hey, box trot, box trot. Mike 5-5. Watch the screen.
Throwing his Wentz. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Touch, waiting.
So we got man.
81. There's shift.
Watch 85.
What we got?
On first down, Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Sunday. There's shift.
55. Hey, eat.
Wentz now on first down. He's going to fire one deep left side, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
Big score, first step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
We're going to 54. Why here?
We want it. Come to my world. Switch.
Switch it, hey.
Mike 50.
There we go, kill.
I'm going to go to the left because I'm about to take you to school. Joker.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum may be changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go to this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The Eagles on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Mike 54.
Back to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Touch. 20.
Exit. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike
57. 57. Mike Alpha.
right there in the middle. 55.
Now Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Here we go.
Who that? He's checking. Crash.
Great. Sunday.
55. Mike 55.
Greystone, travel.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Rush in. He's close.
To throw is Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
X3. 218.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Back to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Eagles, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will...
This ain't nothing for the past.